The subscription-based model is something that is kind of failing in real time. You can see it over with the streaming wars, with Netflix obviously winning, have a mammoth share of the market, just about 50% of the market, in fact, and everybody else is still fighting over the scraps, with other services dropping off and merging with other ones in order to try to do something in the aftermath. But no, when it comes to people signing up for stuff, and then especially in the game space where you have, Xbox Game Pass reporting stagnant growth and the overall perception of not being able to own your games, and that access can be turned off with a click of a button or a snap of the fingers, people being more hesitant to sign up for this stuff. Why on God's green earth? Why on God's green earth would you think that having a subscription-based piece of physical media, a mouse, a subscription-based mouse, why would you think anybody would sign up for that? Okay, didn't you see the backlash earlier this year when Ubisoft, I forget who specifically it was, said that gamers need to be comfortable with the idea of not owning their games? Why would anybody be comfortable with the idea of not really owning their mouse? What are you? Oh my God. Is the world ready for a subscription-based mouse? No. Like, it's the joke, right? Where, there's computers in everything. There's computers in your appliances. There's going to become a point in time where your smart refrigerator won't open because you haven't signed the new terms of service. But this takes it to a brand new level of crazy. But the company's leader, the Logitech of all things, and I love me Logitech. In fact, my keyboard right here, I don't think I've ever showed off my keyboard, but I have it just, off screen or something like that. I got a Logitech keyboard. I love it. I think it's great. It's lasted a long time. The G10 or 910, G910. Highly recommend it, okay? Don't highly recommend this new CEO over there at Logitech. Like, what the hell are you doing? The typical woman moment. Maybe it's just an inside joke or a pie-in-the-sky idea. It will never happen, but on a recent podcast with The Verge's Nayal Patel, Logitech CEO Hanneke Faber confirmed the hardware company is considering a forever mouse, which could include paid software updates. Oh my God. Faber, who has headed up the company since October, of course, said a premium mouse that would keep for a long time. Okay, yeah, because it's not like other peripherals and components don't last for a long time. I've had that keyboard. I've had my Razer mouse for just about as long as I've had the computer. 2015 or something like that. So I probably had these for about 10 years, and thankfully they've been exceedingly resilient. I've unfortunately dropped them more than I care to admit, and because I paid a relative premium for both of them, they have bounced back amicably. So the idea of needing a forever mouse, not really all that important, mostly because, mice and keyboards aren't that expensive, and that they last probably longer than you're willing to wait for an upgrade. So, okay. In the exchange that references this in a podcast, Faber says you would buy a premium mouse. Well, what the hell do you mean by that? Because this one right here, Razer Mamba, the one that I have, rechargeable mouse and all that stuff, it's wireless, it has the back and forward button, it has up to 16,000 DPI settings, the scroll wheel, back and forth, all that crap. What else premium? What kind of interchangeable components could you possibly need for a premium forever mouse? But and you never have to worry about it again, which is unlike our video conferencing services today. Yeah, that's different. Okay. When Patel suggested that mice in video conferencing are perceived differently, Faber replied, laughing, "Yes, yeah, but it's gorgeous. Think about it like a diamond-encrusted mouse." Well, yeah, you could sell those, okay? It's tangible wares. This isn't software. I stopped supporting Microsoft Office Suite the moment that it became a yearly subscription service. It's like, I want a word processor. I don't want to have to continue to pay for a word processor. I'll just get an old installation. We call it copacetic, because I don't want to have to always be online to type out a script. What are you talking about? CEO went on to clarify that mouse and keyboards are used by some consumers every day. By some consumers, huh? Yeah. And their average price is about $26 globally, which she considers low. Oh my God. So you're greedy as well as stupid. That's like the price of 4 coffees at Starbucks, or less than a Nike running shirt. Oh my God. Out of touch. There is so much room to create more value in this space as we make people more productive to extend human potential. Unbelievable. The company, like many others, had a surge in demand for its hardware peripherals during the coup. Yeah, as that surge tapered off, the company is seeking ways to add value to some of these products. Yeah, by making a worthless subscription service. Fantastic. One of its latest products is a wireless mouse with the dedicated AI button. Why would you need that? Because this works pretty well. Oh, you can't see the cursor on the screen, but yeah, I can move it anywhere I want. Click any of the hyperlinks I want. It's not that difficult, but I guess if you're that lazy, okay. But yeah, Logitech currently dominates, CNET's list of best wireless mice, because yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this. Logitech makes a hell of a good product, which is why this seemed like such a betrayal by the CEO to, I don't know, try to damage your company, because why in the blue hell would you make statements like that? But don't worry, guys, it's just all a big joke. Yeah, there's no idea. No, it's just an idea. Don't worry about it. It's not coming anytime soon. You'd be a conspiracy theorist to remember this point in time when Logitech announces a couple years down the line that, yeah, we have subscription-based peripherals. But I want you to just take a look at this exchange that's going on right here, and I want you to go ahead and see if you think that she's joking. So can you envision a subscription mouse? Possibly. Who would be a forever mouse, so you'd pay a subscription for software updates, yeah, and you would never have to worry about it again, which is unlike our video conferencing services today. But it's a mouse. Think like, yeah, it's a mouse, but yeah, okay, so that's the exchange that they're going back. Yeah, it's a gorgeous mouse. See, it's really expensive, it's really nice, but yeah, we're gonna charge you with ongoing fees, because in order to interface with your computer, you're going to have to implement software, but software that's going to improve your mousing experience. It's going to make incremental changes. It's going to collect all of your data, and you're going to have that privilege afforded to you for $5 a month. $5 a month to move a cursor on a screen. Is this where we're at? Is this how greedy these companies have become? There are no plans for a subscription mouse, yet, said Logitech Communications head Nicole. What? It's just bitches the entire way down. Okay, Nicole Kenyon, in a statement provided to The Verge and other publications. The statement came in response to the immediate backlash over the concept described by Logitech CEO Hanneke Faber, who shared her company's early concept of a forever mouse. Oh, so there's no plans, but there's an early concept for it. The Verge editor-in-chief, Niyali Patel, of the Decoder podcast, which we showed the clip of. Faber described the potential mouse as a high-quality software-enabled mouse that lasts as long as a good wristwatch, which, yeah, a lot of people probably still have mice at their keyboard that have track balls in them. So let's just cut the shit that these are, peripherals that just die all the time. Now Kenyon writes in response to the inaccurate reports about the interview. Logitech's stance is that the mouse mentioned is not an actual or planned product, but a peek into provocative internal thinking on future possibilities. Yeah, so it's not in development right now, but it is under consideration. What's the difference? This is just an idiot with way too much information running her mouth because, oh my God, people are talking to me. Oh my God, they're paying attention to me. Oh my God, I should continue talking and saying things that'll get me even more attention. This was actually Logitech's second statement to try to mitigate confusion from Faber's comments. The first was assure customers of its smart home cameras. Oh my God, that it wasn't discontinuing them, as Faber's comments on the podcast implies. Yo, she's really stupid, huh? Subscription fatigue is real. Yes, companies that provide ongoing software support for products such as mice and keyboards clearly need to fund that, but a subscription model can't be the default response for every CEO looking for a new revenue stream. Exactly. You have to provide products, and you have to provide a reason why you need a subscription service. And that's why I brought up the analogy to, streaming services, okay? Because when it comes to media, I know that I like my entertainment. I buy the physical copies of it, okay? I have every season that they put out on DVD of The Simpsons, because I love old school Simpsons, like many kids who were born and grew up in the 90s. King of the Hill, that 70s show, The Sopranos, Dragon Ball Z. Just looking around and taking a look at everything, but a whole host of Blu-rays and 4Ks, CDs out the wazoo. I can't tell you how much physical media I have because I have no faith in the fidelity of streaming services. Like, okay, to reference The Simpsons, what was it? During which post-mortem scandal did stupid-ass Matt Groening go back and remove the Michael Jackson episode in season 2 of The Simpsons? Which scandal was that? Or how there's trigger warnings before classic films because, somebody might have said the N-word in it. How long will it be before you can't get a singular copy on any service of Blazing Saddles? I don't trust any of these services not to mess with the original product, so whenever I hear somebody floating the idea of a streaming service, I get physically nauseous, and I get exceptionally enraged when I hear somebody is trying to monetize tangible peripherals. Ungoddamn believable. But trust us, guys, it's not in development. It's just something that we're going to have to get people more accustomed to before we actually roll out the policy. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.